Let's see problem for the static force analysis where two forces are included, and in the question the length of AB is given, the length of BC is given, and the length for BE is given. So two forces are acting, one acting on the slider part, that is F1 you can give as 4000 Newton, and then F2 600 Newton at an angle of 50 degree at this point, that is 175 mm, and AB length is already 300, and BC also given, so 1455 mm. So you can construct this mechanism, and then we can draw the free body diagram, and you can finally find out the torque required, that is for the input, that is for AB. Okay, so let's see how to solve this. So first we'll take the free body diagram for this. So first take AB. Okay, so I'll directly take this. So this will be the free body diagram for taking for the link AB. Then this is for the BC, and correspondingly we get for the next link, so second link, third link, and then you consider for the slider as the fourth one. So we take three parts here. So with the things given, let us first understand what are the forces. So here the force will be coming for your if you take the link as your number as 1 2 3 4, so link 1 fixed here, second link, then third link, and this slider as the fourth one. So considering here, so for the consideration of 1 to 2 here, and then 2 to 3 force will be on this part, and similarly here there will be 3 forces acting, and then one side here coming with the 2 and 3, F2 3, and then this side it will be having F3 4. So and on this fourth one there will be type of total 3 forces. Okay, so I'll show you. So this is the angle. First will be the vertical part, okay, and one more with the angle which is shown here. So with this angle, I'll just trim this part, not required. Okay, so this will be the free body diagram for the link 4 here on the slider. So total there will be 3 forces. So let us if you can consider the forcing names, so this will be the force F1. Let us see this force F1 4, and here force F4 3. Okay, so next step you can draw the force polygon using these 3 forces. So you know only the magnitude and the angle only for F1, whereas for F43 you don't know the magnitude, but you know only the direction, because the angle from here you can draw it. Okay, so with taking a suitable scale. Let us if you take a scale for say 1000 Newton, will take it as 1, so 10 mm. If you consider this, so initially look at a horizontal line, we'll take a 40 mm line, then this will be the direction coming from okay. Then here for F43 you don't know the value, but you know the direction. Okay, so from here parallel to this line, parallel to this line I will draw a line. I don't know the exactly the magnitude. Okay, so I'll just draw a straight line and leave it as it is. But you know F14 is a vertical component, so if you take a vertical component and it will intersect at one point, so anyway this thing can be considered, so it will be, the directions will be like this. So this will be your F1, and this will be your F43, and this one will be your F14. So F14 is of no use here, only F43 value that can be determined. So the direction will be here in this manner. Okay, then once you get F43, now you can take this dimension. So here I think around if I measure this, I get around 45.21. so I have taken a suitable scale, that is 10 mm is 1000 newtons, so 45.21, it is in mm. So if you take a suitable scale you get around 4521 newtons. Okay, so now the first this part is over. So you got F43, F14, here F1 which was there. Next, so F43 and here F34 will be nothing but opposite in direction. Okay, so the you'll getting the F, so this will be now F34, F34 and F43 are just opposite directions, so I'll get F34 now. Okay, so once I get this, so it will be nothing but same value of F43 but opposite direction. Okay, so this I have got. Okay, next I will draw a force polygon for now the third link here. So one more force here is F2. Okay, so F2 is here 600 newtons. Okay, and the angle is known to be 50 degree, and you can find now F32. Okay, so F32 can be calculated here. So two forces are there, one force can be calculated. So let us draw the force polygon. So same line we will be taking here, because the distance F43 and F34 will be nothing but same. So you have to draw a line now with this direction. So here this will be F 3 4 this direction, so the value will be equal to the same value of F43, so it is 4521 newtons. Okay, so by measurement this I am getting 4521 newtons, and then this is 600 newton. So 600 newton is the, if you take in convert in the millimeter part, so you get a small value of just 6 mm. So from here parallel to this I will take 6 mm. Okay, now this will be F2. So this will be F34, and this will be F2. Okay, so once you got now F2, the remaining, if you join, you will be getting nothing but F32, right? So I'll join this by dash lines. Okay, so this will be nothing but F32. Take this F32. Okay, so once I got now F32, this you can transfer it over here. So parallel to this you can get the angle here, so that will be F32. So I'll just transfer it parallel to this. I will draw it. Okay, force will be somewhere around like this. So this will be F32. Okay, parallel to this line F32. Now once you got F32 now, you can take F23, just transfer it, will be opposite directions. So same thing you will be getting over here, right? For the transferring on the link 2 now, free body diagram for link 2. So I'll just transfer this. Okay, so F32 nothing but here F23. Okay, this will be F23. Now this will be just equal and opposite. So this force what we taken as first force F2 F12 here. So just I'll take a same line and draw line over here. So from here we have to take the perpendicular distance. Okay, so the forces will be just equal but opposite direction. So now measure this, taking the perpendicular distance. So I'll just draw a construction line. So from here, so measure this perpendicular distance. So measure this distance. This distance will be nothing but the distance say h. So if you multiply now, you will get that. You can find out the torque, that will be equal to the force what you got here, F23 into h. Okay, so whatever force you got, F23, if you multiply by the length, perpendicular distance length here, h, so you will be getting the final torque which is required, that is the input torque. So that will be answer. So this is the two-step method. There are again one-step method also, but I am going for two-step method. Means you have to draw two polygons. So one is force polygon for the link 4, that is for the slider. Then once you get the force polygon here, that you have to transfer the F43 is equal to F34. So with the two forces here on this link 3, you will be getting F34 and F2, and they get F32 here. So this F32 you have to transfer it in the link 2, in the free body for link 2, then transfer it for the link 1 there, and then we can take the perpendicular distance and then multiply the force into this perpendicular distance, you get the torque. So this is the torque that you need to find out. Input torque will be equal to force into the perpendicular distance. So like this you can solve the problem when two forces are given.